It's Bissong. My guys, how you na dey now? How everything they go? How life? We are building ourselves brick by brick, trying to be better. And for men, the weight on our shoulders are heavy. No, we no lie, dey easy to be a man. Some people say to be a man is not a day's job, and someone said, who said to be a man is not a day's job? To be a man is a day's job. M for morning, A for afternoon, N for night. Man, a day's job. That was a joke. But even that person knows that to build your morning, the man's own morning, not be a man's morning, can take 10 years. A man in the afternoon period of his life can be another 10 years. Before a man is even get to that night time of his life, it might be 80. So yes, man is MAN, morning, afternoon, night. But don't make that mistake, to think that all of this will happen in 24 hours. So yes, a man is not built in a day. We know the pressures that are on men. Even when people don't come and meet you and say, we are pressuring you. You self, say pressure day as man. A lot of things, our families expect us to be certain things. The society expects us to be certain things. Most times, men are not given a soft landing. I was watching a podcast, Kanayo Kanayo, the guy that acts, an actor in Hollywood, talking about how, and he's not the first person to make mention of this, how the women in Nollywood get to seem like they are richer than the men. Why? Because they get a lot of benefits from male folk, that is from rich men in Nigeria who just want to sleep with them and give them money. And we understand that, man, nobody who wants to sleep with you give you money, or who wants to just give you a favor. Some people say, even apart from sex, there is this favor that comes with being a woman. And as long as you embody your femininity as a woman, there are a lot of things that you have easier for you. But it's not the same for a man. I'm not no lie to ourselves. And that is why it is always good that men have guidance. People like us that take our time to make this kind of messages for men are indeed contributing to the systems that or to the foundations that will form the beauty of the full family. We as men, we need a lot of people, to come together and let it be, let it be a drive, to help men, to enlighten men on certain things. So you as a man that is building yourself and you have gone through a lot of things, you are struggling in life, you are trying to form yourself very well. There is something that happened when Adam was created. God gave Adam a job. He said, be naming all the animals in the bush or in the garden. Name them. Name the wild animals, name the domestic, whatever. Tend to the garden. Be a cultivator. Tend to the garden. Make sure that all the trees, everything is kept well and everything. But then after God created all these things, when he created all of them, he said, this is good. See, God saw that it was good. But then he created man and gave man work. And he started looking at man from a distance. God said, blessing is no good for man today alone. You see, of all the things that God created, he said they were all good. The only one that he said was not good was that man should be alone. And that draws to the very fact that the very existence of women, is to make men's lives better. If a woman exists in your life that is not making your life better, she should not be there. The job of women in men's lives is to make those men's lives better. They are supposed to help these men. So you now as man, you don't develop yourself, you don't do everything. You now go and meet one girl or one woman that is going to be a knife in your back. Just like this Pastor Olumide always says, one thing I always like him for is that he always, hammers the words straight as he's feeling it. He doesn't sugarcoat them. He said there are some people that are wives and there are some people that are knives. And many men on their own go and pay bride price to buy a knife that they will use to kill themselves. So it is so important, more important than anything, that this person that you are saying that is going to be with you has to be a helpmate. This person has to be helping you. There are no two ways about it. Do not for one moment think that you are going to prioritize any other thing apart from the ability of this woman to help you. We have a lot of men that are dying so early because of, financial pressure. If you are a man whose woman is demanding more than he can give, or whose woman is not looking at his growth but just looking for her own benefit, you are with a knife, not a wife. So every woman that comes to your life, especially the woman, by now, if you have been following me, you should know that I'm not all for men going for random women and spending all their energy and mental energy and sexual energy on random women. If you have a woman that is going to be in your corner, a serious relationship, you want to have a woman who is in your corner for a serious relationship, then there are certain principles that you need to abide by when you are picking out this woman. No be yansh. No be breast. Everybody get yansh, everybody get breast, everybody get toto. Value cannot be what everybody commonly has. So value has to be specific. What is valuable to me cannot be valuable to you. So if your value that you are picking your woman is based on a commonality, then you have already gotten it wrong. You have lost it already. If what your woman is giving to you is what every other woman can give, every other woman has it, then there is no value in that woman. For a woman to be valuable, she has to be presenting to you things that not every woman can give to you. Not necessarily that she's the only one that can give you those things, but why would you pick one woman? If what she is giving to you, everybody can give to you, then there is no need. Value has to be specific to the individual. If I want to become something in my life, and this is my life's journey, this person I'm bringing alongside me on this life's journey has to be in line with where I am going to. When people have issues, relationship issues, like a girl contacted me yesterday, and she was saying, as it be so, the boyfriend that I met 3 weeks ago, we started dating a week ago, I came to his house and wanted to have sex with me, and then I said I didn't want to have sex, and he said we should break up. I now asked that, the first question I asked, I said, okay, this is not a relationship. What was the basis of the relationship? Why did you people start the relationship? What was the foundation of concocting this union that you people are having? She said, for marriage. I said, are you telling me that this boy approached you because he wanted to marry you? I said, if that is the case, then there is no need for him to be rushing to fuck you. Because the very fact that he wants to break up because you refuse sex on the first meeting, no one is saying that. I'm not judging him for wanting sex. And that is not my style, to judge people, because you cannot really understand how people are until you're in the shoes. So my main thing is not judging is the fact that I wanted sex. My main issue now is that you want sex, good. You're meeting a woman. The first time when she visit you, she no fuck you. And you say you want to marry him, you can't talk to you, no do again. It means you have not seen any other qualities in her that makes it worth your time, apart from the hole in between her legs. And that hole between her legs, every woman has it. So how can you pick a woman because she has a hole in between her legs when every woman has a hole in between her legs? That is no value. So then I asked her, I said, are you sure this guy said wanted to? He said the guy said he wanted to marry her. And I asked her again, I said, did you tell this man that you are not ready for sex yet, as at the time when he was toasting you? She said, yes, so, and he said, okay. He can't change him out. I said, that is manipulation. You tell the girl you want to marry her. You tell the girl you want to promise sincere relationship with her. And the only metric by which you are making that choice is something that everybody has. A hole between her legs. Everybody has a hole between their legs. I mean, all women have a hole between their legs. But for some reason, you feel like that is going to be why you say, I just knew that the guy was a manipulator, by the way. So one time, the first thing I always ask them is that, what is the reason for concocting this thing you are concocting in the first place? If you say you want a person for long term, the person has to align with your goals for life. It means, first of all, you have to have goals for life. So if you don't have goals for life, you are wasting your time saying you are picking any woman. So you have to know where you are going to in life. You have to know the dreams that you have, and you have to pick women. And that's when people are saying vet your woman, they don't really talk about what it means to vet a woman. To vet a woman simply means, if you want to vet a person, you have to vet a person in line with certain criteria. So your vetting of a woman has to be in line with, what are the things I want to achieve in my life? How does she align in those things? And I told her to ask that her boyfriend that was toasting her, that wanted to fuck her, ask him, one, that what are the things he sees in you that makes him think you're worthy to be a wife? Two, what are the things, when he looks into his future, does he see you? And how does he see you in his future? In fact, first of all, what is his plan for the future? And how does he see you in those plans? If he just says, no, just a go, run, no. Except you just want to catch cruise too. But if you know be cruise, you can't catch, then run. I told her. I said, okay. Then you now ask him that, is he willing to sacrifice all those things, all this vision he has for the future that he sees you in, and all these qualities that he has noticed in you that makes you worthy to be a wife? Is he willing to sacrifice all of those things, all on the altar of sex, on the first date? You will now find out that when you ask these questions, you will find out that his true intentions are not that you people should marry or that he wants anything serious with you. It is just a facade. So let us dive into it. I have written out 13 principles I find very important for any man who wants to consider a woman for a serious relationship or for marriage. So if you want to consider a woman for a serious relationship or for marriage, there are ways around it. How to know a woman is suitable for marriage. You see, you have to take this list I'm about to share with you very seriously if you don't want, it's somehow, because just yesterday, in the last episode, we spoke about the ethereal man, how to become a man who is heavenly and immortal. A man who is heavenly and immortal needs a partner who can align with a man who is heavenly and immortal. And there's a way to find this person. You see, in everything in this life, there are rules and there are guidelines, there are principles, there are ways to do it. Some people say there's no method for relationship. Relationship does not have, it get rules. Relationship get rules. Leave that talk. The dating pool is shark infested because people ignore these principles I'm about to share with you. So pay careful attention to what I'm about to say. The first one is that beauty is not our greatest asset. Beauty is something that is born from God. They born you. The genes of your parents made you fine. It was by no work of yours that you are fine. So it is not a value. You are born with it. Anybody can be born with beauty by no cause of theirs. Yes, beauty is a good thing because it's good. It makes a woman desirable to you. But beauty cannot be our greatest asset. There's some people that you see them on their status or on their profile. You say, fine girl, so. So someone's name is Pretty Shola or Pretty Dami. If I go to a girl's page and I see that her name is Pretty so, or beautiful or cute so, I already start judging her as a person whose whole identity is based on her beauty. In fact, it is easy for me to run away. It's just that sometimes you may come close and not discover that maybe she's just trying to catch fun. But I'm trying to tell you that on first judgment, when I see that kind of thing, I want to run. Because I believe that this one, your life is just based on your beauty. I've met enough women whose lives are based on their beauty to know what I'm talking about. Very beautiful, very pretty women, but they are beautiful nonsense. beauty cannot be her greatest asset. She has to have assets that are beyond her physicality. That is what I'm talking about. So the first thing is beauty is not her greatest asset. The second is she genuinely wants to be a wife and mother, and she has plans for such. There are some women that, in fact, there are some people that they see marriage as an afterthought. Marriage is not it's not what they want to do. Or building a family is not what they want to do. They want to explore. So when they're not getting old, they say, I'm getting old, let me find somebody and settle down with. Any woman that doesn't genuinely want to be a wife and a mother, that is not part of her goals, that when you ask her, what are your goals? And when she talks about her goals, she does not include the fact that she wants to be a wife and mother, would not be a good wife and mother. Because it's an intentional thing. It's not a thing that you stumble upon. You don't stumble upon parenthood or marital life. It's an intentional decision. And a woman who wants to be in that situation, because now she's going to have to submit to a man, she's going to have to build a family, she has to be a mother to children. A lot of things are expected of a person who is going to build a home with you or is going to follow you to build life. She has to know that she's going to be joining a man on a journey, on a mission. All of these things are not things that you go into by chance, that you're just walking on the road, they just drag you and, hey, come do wife. No, it's intentional. So if a woman doesn't genuinely want to be a wife and a mother and has plans for such, that is a red flag. The third principle is she wants to marry young. Whether we like it or not, we should understand one thing. Women are valued for their youth and fertility. A woman's youth is her prime. From 18, to say 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, she's going, out of... I'm not saying that as a human or as a woman who is 30 years old, you expire. That is not my point. My point is that in the case of the sexual market value, when we see a woman, her youth means a lot. Even to the woman, it means a lot to her. It is the time she has the most attention of men. If you go to any woman's DM, in fact, from when she's 15, once she starts growing breast and yansh, she starts menstruating, and men can notice that her yansh is shaking, they will start toasting her. It is very biological. It is not out of place for a man to look at a girl who is, say, 15, 16 and feel sexual attraction. That is not pedophilia. Pedophilia is when you're attracted to prepubescent children. But it is also illegal to go for a girl who is 15, 16. What I'm saying is that men, right from that age, men are already attracted to these people, even if it's illegal. Men are already attracted because by biology, they already have the features that make men look. So when a woman is 18, 19, 20, 25, those periods are when she has the largest influx of male suitors. You go to her DMs, she has about 100 guys there checking her. You go anywhere. You see her on the road, she walks on the road. You say, no one by just stop interesting me. Now, some women who are not even getting this attention will feel bad. They'll say, oh my God, nobody is toasting me. Nobody is saying, I want guys to be... Now, some girls even keep some guys' numbers. Not because they like these guys, but because the guys are showing them attention. It reminds them that they are still beautiful. If no guys are telling them that they are still beautiful, they feel somehow. So they want to have, and in this time of social media, it is very easy for a woman's youth, or a woman's beauty to be very exaggerated, because in those days, only the boys on your street were toasting you. But now, all the boys on social media can see you too. So even guys from London, guys from all around the world can actually be toasting you. So if normally you had 100 guys had access to you, only 100 guys will see you before. Now that social media has come, thousands of guys can see you. So yes, a woman's youth is very, very important. So if a woman is not devoting her youth to you in marriage, you are getting the worst part of her. And I'm going to say it as plainly as possible. A woman has to want to marry young. It has to be one of those things. A woman should want to marry young. Another thing is, the fourth point is that she has kept herself from meaningless sex, entanglements, and heartbreaks. Now, we have to understand something, that when women interact with men, they are usually on a receiving perspective. Women are more, they have what they call a receptive sexual energy. Men are proactive sexual energy. They approach, the woman responds, a reactive sexual energy. So it's either they accept or reject, but women are usually the one whom the action is being done to. So usually, when a woman engages in sex and different entanglements and all of those kind of things, she has a mindset that is being formed by the men she has been having relationships with. And it's something they call microchimerism. When a woman has sex, it takes a DNA, a part of the DNA of the man that she's been with, and it's very possible that our children going forward might have, fragments of this man. So if for example, a girl has been with very stupid boys all her life, her mindset about men is stupid because she has been with stupid men. 2, it's very possible that she also bears some of the DNAs of stupid guys. You see a woman just start behaving stupidly, or you see your child just behaving somehow. You say, people from my family, they know they behave like this, but you now go and check. This guy that is born here is bearing the DNA of one stupid boy that your babe used to date. You see, one thing is this: the more stupid, idiot people a woman has been exposed to, the more she has a stupid notion of what a man should be. That is why it's very important for you to know the past relationship of a woman. Not to judge her, but just to know the kind of people she has been with. Are these people sensible people? So if a woman has kept herself from meaningless sex, entanglements, and heartbreaks, then she has made herself to some level worthy. So the fifth principle is, she has experienced healthy love and is open to experiencing it. Now, healthy love doesn't mean she has been in a relationship before. It simply means that her family has shown her love. She has a good relationship with her father. Her father has shown her love. Her mother has shown her love. Her brothers love her. When you check a woman that is coming from a family where there is no love and she's been raised on survival, she's usually used to toxic love. She will find love anywhere she will see it, even if it's toxic. We have many women who are with toxic guys and they feel like that's the only way they can perform, or the only way they can, that's the only kind of love they can respond to, because they are used to experiencing unhealthy, in quote, love. So she has to have experienced healthy love and she has to be open to experiencing it. That is very important. 6, she is not materialistic or high maintenance. Now, when I say the word materialistic or high maintenance, many guys will be happy. Oh, yes. That's why some girls will just come and deceive you. They'll say, I don't like money. Once a girl lied to some men, say they don't like money, you say, white material. Not being materialistic or high maintenance does not mean she does not like money. It means she sees money as something that can be grown and not something that simply needs to be consumed. So now, money is always important. And in fact, if you are dating a girl that doesn't like money, you are more likely to be broke because she doesn't ginger you to really want to. Yes, a woman is part of the things that gingers a man to success. So you need to have a woman that likes money. But she's not supposed to like money on the basis of she just wants to buy fine things. She has to, when she thinks about money, she has to think about money as something that can be grown, something that can be developed, something that can yield fruits. Our mindset about money should not just be take. Our mindset about money should also be, how can you develop yourself with this money you have? Women who properly care about you, you will notice that when they notice you don't really have so much money, they don't want you to spend. If you take them out, they want to buy some small things because it's as if they are trying to conserve your money. They don't want it to finish. They want the money to still be there for the future. Those are the people that are seeing themselves in the future with you. People that don't see themselves in the future with you, they see every minute with you as an opportunity to gain some money for themselves. That's why you see some girls will be asking you for money even when they don't need it. They just want to save for their exit plan because they don't see a future with you. Number 7, she's not attracted to toxicity. She craves tender care. So I think that is also related with number 5. She has expressed a healthy love. Some women are attracted to toxicity. Let's not lie. Some people are damaged women. They are attracted to toxicity. All the boys I've ever dated are toxic boys. So if you show her true love, she knows she doesn't understand There's some women that don't understand normal love. So no go want yourself say you want the love that kind of girl normally. If you self like toxicity, maybe this is your babe. If you want to be a toxic idiot, this is your babe. So damaged girls are the ones that like toxic love. I have been with one girl one time. She would just push me. She would say she want make her day angry. See, she like when I day angry with them. When I day angry with them. Say because I go fuck them badly. I come to her and say, Omo, if we want fuck, we go fuck. If we want, even if you go day rough, we go do them. I don't need to be angry to be with you. You know, some women like seeing aggression in their man. They like when their man is angry, and when their man is, they feel like that's the only idea of masculinity that they know. A girl who has grown up in the hood and she has been exposed to a lot of very bad, evil people or very, very bad, violent men, she feels like masculinity is violence. So when she sees a masculinity that is suing for peace or is not trying to be violent, she cannot understand it. And that's why we see some women, they follow the toxic guys. And some guys have gotten the idea that all women follow toxicity. No, women are attracted to masculinity. But some women see toxicity as masculinity. And in the presence of many guys where many guys are weak and thus not masculine, some women will cling to any masculinity that they can find. And sometimes the only set of boys in a particular group that can be masculine are the toxic guys. So these girls will gladly cling to these guys. Not like if they find better, they will not go for a better guy. But at some point, most times, those are the only thing closest to masculinity that they can find. So it takes deep discernment for the girl to know that, yes, this is not what I want. And that is the kind of girl you are looking for. As an ethereal man, as an immortal man, as a man of high status and high image, you are not a high value man. You're not looking for a girl that is attracted to toxicity. That is stress on your part. You will now be thinking of how to cause drama. Some people say you have to be thinking of how to cause drama. That women love drama. They have to be thinking of how to make sure that drama is happening. I'm going to wonder, say, which one be say women love drama? Say you guys, they think of how to make sure that drama is happening every time in your life. No. It's stressful for you. You are looking for how to dominate the world, how to conquer the world, how to grow yourself as a man. You'll not be worrying about somebody that is craving drama. Don't now. No. So one other thing there is, so this is number 8. She wants to be led by a competent man, and she's comfortable resting in her femininity and wants you to be the man she can trust. Now, you know the woman who lets you be the man. I don't believe any man wants to live with another man. But if you entertain masculine women, you would have to be the feminine man, because there's something they call polarity. There's masculine and feminine polarity, but more so, there is dominant and submissive polarity. If your woman is the dominant one, then you most likely would have to take the submissive role to align with her. Two dominants cannot stay together. Two submissives cannot stay together. So there has to be one. Check it. Most women who have the dominant nature, most times, when you check very closely, you will notice that their husbands have a larger feminine nature. So the kind of women that we want this kind of women to teach our daughters the right thing. We want feminine women. So she has to be willing to be led by you. She has to be willing to submit to a man's authority and make, I always say something. I say every man needs his ego to be massaged, whether we like it or not. And it's a good thing for a man's ego to be massaged, because as a man thinks, so he is. So a woman has to plant in your head the idea that you're a king. She has to reenact it. If you go outside there and someone disrespects you, when you come back home, you need your woman to reenact the feeling of a king in your mind. And first of all, it will be a woman that wants to be led. Number 9, she loves clarity and intentionality. When they toast babe, when we say you go the line, say, let's just see how it goes. A proper woman, when go give you peace of mind, she loves clarity. If you are looking for a woman who is healthy, who is sensible, you have to come correct, bro. You have to be clear about what you want. You have to be intentional. I told my babe, I tell her and say, see you, I'm not come here, come play. I won't marry you. Though I am not ready yet, but we have to grow to that point where we are ready for marriage. But see, what I'm doing with you, no be joke. You too, as a man, you need to also position yourself. you also need to position yourself, to have intentionality, know what it is that you want. Women who know their worth and women who are going to give you peace of mind, they love clarity and intentionality. You have to come for what you want and be clear. Nobody say you go to use corner, like that boy when one for Quinto say one marriage. You can't meet the girl now. The girl is a girl who is clear about what she wants. She say, she been a marriage you want now. You want fuck me? Which one? You know talk because they love clarity and intentionality. They like people that are real with them. All these things that you learn online about how to scope, how to lie, all this on how to deal with how to play girls. Those things usually work on damaged women, toxic women who are used to toxic love. The truth is that, of course, it's not like game doesn't work, but I'm saying that when you want to approach a woman who is serious with her life and who is going to give you peace of mind, by the time you go and approach that woman and you start throwing in all these scopes, at some point, before you can get through to her, you would need to tell her what you want. Because she go ask you, say, what do you want? Okay, what do you want with me? You guys come correct. You guys know what you want. You have to be intentional. She loves clarity and intentionality. She don't like to the second guess or to the guess. She likes clarity and intentionality. Okay. So number 10. Will you be happy if you see your daughter behaving exactly like her? This is one of the principles you need to look at. You will have to be happy if you see your daughter behaving exactly like her. Because there are many women that when you see them, say, if you catch your daughter behaving like this, you go beat them. Look at your girlfriend for a moment. If this was your daughter, would you be happy that this your daughter is dating? Now, look at it. Look at your relationship, you and that girl now, as boyfriend and girlfriend. If your daughter came to introduce you, a guy that is exactly like you now, to you as a father, that, Daddy, this is my boyfriend, and that guy is you right now with this girl, would you approve? If you will not approve of your own relationship, why are you in it? If you think about your daughter, if you look at how your girl is behaving, or the girl you're dating right now is behaving, and you think for one moment that you don't want your daughter to behave like that, then you can't marry such a woman. Because girls will learn what their mothers are doing. Olosho, they born Olosho. Prostitute, they born prostitute. She will tell her what to do. So if you will not be happy seeing your daughter behaving exactly like her, then it is a no-go area. Number 11, getting in her panties is not so easy for you. The truth is this, if you can easily bang the girl because you be sharp mouth, you be sharp guy, then another person too is also sharp. Now you think only you they sharp. Go there, they want yourself saying only you. Not be only you they sharp. So a woman is supposed to put some difficulty. That's the truth though. All these kind of women, when you guys come correct. You can't just use play and fuck them. You can't, the kind of girl you want for marriage, that you want for serious relationship. Nobody can get when we say you can just meet in one party, you say, baby girl, let's get to the toilet, and you won't go fuck her for toilet. She no go agree, yo. She go want me you toast her properly first. You will come tell her my intention. She will come like you. She will come melt. She will come give up the thing. Now, we think will make her mind calm down with that. So, getting her panties is not supposed to be easy for you. So, if you can't get into a girl's panties easily, then you should understand that this is good. You should be happy. Some guys are sad that they cannot fuck a girl on the first day, or they cannot fuck a girl easily. You should be happy that you can't fuck a girl easily. Because this girl is showing you that this is the kind of person you want for long term. It also means that if you can get a girl easily with just the words of your mouth and your game, and you can get her to fuck you easily, you should also understand something. That another guy can also have that game and get to fuck her easily. What makes you think that you're the only one that has this game in the whole world? Or you're the only one that is the sweetest talker? Yes, in day when Sabi this sweet talk past you. So if your woman easily falls for people just because of sweet talk, she go fall for another person because of that same sweet talk. So, of course, a woman fucking you should not be because she likes you. Because even if a woman falls for you, her virtues and her principles have to come to play. She will not say, I like this guy. Truly, as this guy told me, I fall. But I will not proceed with this with him. Why? Because he has not fulfilled some level of commitment for me. for me to have this release clause. So women are looking for a level of commitment. Some women, if you see them, they have never had sex with anybody that is not in a committed relationship with them. Maybe she don't fuck two boys. The two boys when she don't fuck, now boys when she love, when she do relationship with. So if you're not coming from that angle, sorry, nothing for you. There's some girls that will never fuck anybody that is not their husband. If you know you're ready to put ring, you know you're ready to pay by price, free arm. You get who go like waiting you want to do. But the one when you want marry, when go really, plumb for you, when everything go do alright, that girl is hard to fuck. And it's not because she doesn't like you. Being hard to fuck doesn't mean she doesn't like you. It's just her principles. Because if not by like, woman can like many men. You think you're the only one that your woman will ever like? You are a fool if you think so. I know that my girl will see some guys that are finer than me. Some guys that have more money than me. Some guys that will toast her and use nice words. Where we say she go even for herself. But she no go give up that thing. Because why? The person has not committed to her in the way that will allow for certain... Because she has certain principles, certain values. That the guy has not satisfied those requirements that are in her personal values. For her to now say, okay, I want to do this thing. So it depends a lot on the girl. Because if it's by your own power, bros, other people have that same power. You think now only you sabi toast? Many guys sabi toast too. I have run texting classes teaching guys how to toast women. We have run communities training guys on how to be charming. So forget it, you're not the only charming guy. I can sit down here and call out 100 charming guys that will take your babe from you. If your babe falls for charm, they will take that babe from your hand today. The only way that they will not take that babe from your hand is if the girl has personal values that even if I like this boy, even if I'm horny, even if I'm interested, I would not break my values. Because your babe even dey honey. She let her even be, because sometimes they get to ovulation now. Ovulation makes them want to fuck. But she just tell herself, say, I no go fuck if you know they properly done. If this guy has not fulfilled some certain principles to get me in. Those are our own principles. And your woman has to have it. So, number 12, she has morals she has been consistent with. This can be linked with number 11. She has morals she has been consistent with. Now, when I say, we want you to pick the right word here, consistent with. Don't be say, you be Olosho, you can't meet me now, you won't come be God girl. I can say, how far you? You won't be say, everybody don't taste. You can't reach by a turn now, you can't form good girl. That is, if she has morals, she has to be consistent with those morals over time. Of course, I understand that people can change, but she has to put in some level of consistency that convinces you that she has truly changed. Because most people go back to their sports. Forget. We have a lot of people that, especially for women, because like I said, women are on a receptive perspective. They receive many of these things that, are done to them. They have learned certain things about men from the men that I've interacted with. They receive a lot of these traits. So it's like many things are done to them. It's like they have been molded and shaped. They are not the ones that did the molding and shaping. For most men, it's easy for men to recover. Why? Because men do the molding and shaping. Women are the ones that are molded and shaped. So it's difficult for them. And again, too, if a woman has lived a past which is, she's popular for a particular bad past, it can rub off on your children in the society. But that's as an aside, Let's talk about the very fact that morals have to be consistent. If this person has not been consistent with morals across board, now only your side should prove the morality. Bro, no go marry Olosho. When she goes school, everybody know, everybody they taste. When you reach your turn, she come with scarf for her head. I don't get babe like that. When the girl was even talking to me, she said, I'm sorry, I had sex in school. I was like, okay. This guy, I know they did time, but I just, we just they bang that time. She can't tell me, say, I won't come enter him now. She can't say, no. I don't think I want to be having sex with guys who are not my boyfriend. Or who don't love me. I can't say, that boy, when you fuck for school, he love you, your boyfriend. But for my side, you won't come show me that one. So, if you are picking up a woman she has to have consistent morals. And the 13th, last and final point, she believes in God. She believes in God. A lot happens because of people's approach to life, liberal approach to life. Many times these things that we have, our religions, our levels of spirituality in our cultures, they are so important to guide human action. When a person doesn't feel like they have recourse to anything or anyone, they are more likely to go in a wayward way. Let me put it this way. Because when you have freedom, it comes with responsibility. But if you have freedom and you do not perceive that you have responsibility to anyone, you do not feel like there is anything that guides the way you think or the way you do things, all of those things will tell on your actions. You are more likely to do actions arbitrarily. So it's very important that you have a person that believes in God. You also need spiritual backing, and you need, like I told you on the last episode, how to be an ethereal man. I said a man needs spiritual backing. Your woman is also a very strong source of spiritual backing. She has to be a person that is praying for you. She has to be a person that she's standing, for you in the spiritual realm. She has to be a person that can open her mouth in prayer and call your name. Speak words of success on you. Prophesy into your life. Manifest great things for our husband or for our man. Say, this man is my leader. Direct him for me. God, direct this man for me. Prosper this man for me. She has to prosper you in all her thinking. So these things are important. So I always say something. I say, now, a person just having one of these principles doesn't make them worthy to be a wife. But at the same time, I believe that a person might not have all these 13 rules. The person might not meet all the 13 criteria in this list, but the person might still be good. So I always say that the safe number is 10. Make sure that if the person you marry gets at least 10 of the rules correctly, of these principles. She has to check 10 of these principles. That's how you're safest. Of course, if you see someone that has 9, 8, I can't say you should not go for them, but I'm telling you that it is riskier. The lesser the number, the riskier the affair. The lesser the number, the riskier the affair. So you have to make sure that it's a person that can align with these 13 principles, or at least 10 of them. You see, I've taken my time to explain these things. I made a thread about it, but it was just the bullet points. But now I have explained them in-depthly. As a man who is growing himself, one of the greatest mistakes you can make is to get a wife who is actually a knife. The worst mistake you can make is to go and use your money. Call your people. You can't pay a bride price to buy a knife that will kill you. Or you are moving with a woman who is not being a helpmate to you, who is not fulfilling what God created women to fulfill in a man's life to you. It's a waste of your time. It's a waste of your energy. If you're having sex with such a woman, it's a waste of your sexual energy. So, for those men who are actively searching, because at this point in time, there are men who are at least 25, even less. At this point in time, what you're doing is that you're searching to find a person who is your ride or die for life. You might not marry the person right now, but you have started to build a life together. It is not good that man should be alone. But man is better off alone than with a knife for a wife. Stay wise.